Now, Uganda has been known as the breadbasket of East Africa. And some of those of you who have not come to Uganda may not know this, but Uganda is home of some of the biggest avocados, the sweetest pineapples, and the juiciest mangoes in the world. 60% of Uganda's population are subsistence farmers. And the operative word here is subsistence. They only are able to produce as much as they consume. Why? Because they don't have enough customers to sell to. Enter IngCorp. IngCorp is a company that exports these crops to the Middle East and has a strong track record over many years already doing so. But their big vision for the kingdom is to create a Silk Road for the gospel through business to the Muslim Middle East. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in AVODA all the time, business is an international language with which the gospel has yet to be fully shared. IngCorp is here to change it. Please welcome IngCorp with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Samuel.
My name is Brian.
And we are the founders of IngCorp. I want to start with a story. 10 years ago, during a visit to Istanbul, we were traveling around and seeing these different places. And then we go to these supermarkets, and we see the fruits which they had. They had pineapples, which were very small, like really small. I think when you go to Nakasero, it's what they would give you as a bonus for being a very good client. And they had a very huge price tag on them. So we realized we have better and we can do better. So we came back and we started planning on what we can do about that. And in 2017, we incorporated IngCorp as a company exporting fruits and vegetables. Our target market was the Middle East. We decided to look at the Middle East because it's a region which does not have the climates which we do, and they demand these fruits and vegetables. So the Middle East has a global market value of $3 billion annually, and it's increasing. And the global market value for fruits and vegetables is $319 billion. This was a huge market that we thought we could take part of and try to benefit out of it. Because the people in there demand for fresh organic fruits and vegetables for prestigious reasons and for health purposes too. Our products are pineapples, avocados, mangoes, passion fruits, and hot pepper. Our main products being the avocado and hot pepper. In front of you, you have two types of avocados. The one with the rough skin is the Hass avocado, and the other one is called jumbo avocado. We also have hot pepper. We decided to bring these ones because they look nice and not threatening, unlike the other red ones. But there are different types of hot pepper too. The Hass avocado is not very common, but of recent there has been developments. There are more farmers growing it right now, and the jumbo is always available all year round.
Looking at our sales growth ever since our incorporation in 2017, we have been able to make great strides ever since 2017 to the current year. If you look at our last 2 pages throughout the copies we've given you, there is a detailed analysis, including the client lists of the clients we've been able to supply. From the first year in 2017, there is a breakdown of the clients we have supplied. And if you look at 2018, also there are clients who have supplied, ranging from the Middle East to Europe to the Maldives. our customer base, if you are to notice that our main market is in the Middle East, and then we go to Europe and then to the Maldives. There is great potential in the export business. Recently, we have been trying to do some bit of charity work in the villages because there's been some kind of famine and drought and everything. But if you are to notice that if you continue giving out the food, the drinks, for how long will you do it? That's why IngCorp comes in through that. We're not only after profitability because there's a wide market for it, but also by getting profitability, we're also empowering people through farming so that they can farm and then we buy from them the products and then also they stay with some food for them to eat for their family. So basically meaning we are shooting we're shooting two birds with one stone. That is the hunger and famine thing and also the profitability and supply throughout the Middle East. In the Middle East, our clients we have in Oman, we have in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and then in Europe, we basically focus on Germany and France. And then in Africa, we have Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco, and then there is a tiny island in the Indian Ocean called the Maldives. The Maldives is where all these luxurious and wealthy people go for honeymoon and party and do all those kind of things. So we supply all these destinations with all these wonderful products. Our pricing strategy. Basically, we look at cost-based kind of pricing and the value-based kind of pricing. If you are to notice, we have two products here to show you. The avocado. This is basically cost-based because the cost doesn't change all year round. The price we will quote for a client, let's say to Qatar, we charge $1.7 per kg. It will stay $1.7 per kg through year round. But when you look at the hot pepper, it's value-based. The price we will quote in January may be different from the price we will quote in August, and it will be different from the price we will quote in December because the value keeps changing with time. Thus, the value-based. Our growth perspectives. Basically, we have two ways that we are looking at growing our clientele and our operations. One is that we are going to intensify in online advertising, that is using LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, Twitter, and other avenues to expand our operations in the Middle East, in Egypt, in Europe, and in the Maldives. The other way we are going to expand our operations is through credit sales. There are some clients who will offer you contracts or like pay you in advance, like for the first 3 or 4 shipments. And then on the 5th shipment, you'll be like, you know what? We have created a good relationship with you. Can you offer us credit facilities? If you are to look on the second page, on the copies we have given you, and also on the screens, the area in blue basically shows the clients we have supplied this year on credit, and they were able to pay back within 1 week of receipt of goods. The first client is called Muhammad. He's in the Maldives, the director of My Fruits and Vegetables. We supplied him 1 ton of hot pepper and 1 ton of avocados. Combined, we were able to generate revenues of $5,000 US just from 1 shipment. And then there is another one in Oman called Noor in Oman. It's called Noor Muzaif. His company is Noor Al Muzaif LLC. It's in Oman. We supplied him, actually it was 4 tons of avocados, and we were able to make over $8,000 US in revenue from only 1 client. So basically combined, within 1 week, we were able to make in excess of over $10,000 US within 2 shipments. So if you are to look at ahead of that, if we are to have, let's say, 2 shipments per week, how much money will it be? How much revenue shall we be able to generate throughout the year? That shows the capacity that this business holds.
We are asking for 25,000 US dollars. And this money is going to be used to finance the operations and also do credit supply. Most of our clients are ready to go. They are very ready. Some of them keep checking on us every after like a month or two. Are you ready for supply? Are you ready for supply? But we try to be honest and be like, right now we cannot supply you on credit. And they understand our position and they are willing to wait on us. The money we're planning to pay it back in a time frame of 3 years, with asking a 1 year grace period. How are we going to do that? We want to make monthly deposits of 800 US dollars per month, and by the end of the year we have that's 9,600. And in the second year the same, and in the third year 700. We want to make it as simple as possible to be able to pay back, and it is doable to pay back the 800 per month, given the shipments we'll be able to do. And by the end of the 3 years, we'll be able to pay back the money with interest. Our kingdom growth is to open up shops in the Middle East. Now, when you talk to an Arab person, when you and me talk, you're going to ask me, hey, what do you do for a living, or what's your employment? When you talk to an Arab man, he'll ask you, what business do you do? Now, this is a way of connecting. This is how they connect. They talk about business over tea and coffee, majorly. So we plan to open up shops in the Middle East as a way of reaching out to the people and spreading the gospel. And our social growth is to improve the quality of life of the people we work with, the farmers, the people who work with us directly, and also our customers. And in the long run, we hope to be getting money from out of the economy and into our Ugandan economy. And that means that we're also taking products out of the economy that the farmers are growing and taking out. Because most farmers have the product, but it still circulates within the same economy. So taking it out, we hope to improve our economy too. Thank you very much for your time.